Let's start 25.12 and what leads into MSI. Okay. Hall of Legends Uzi skin, yeah? Your shop. Champions Aatrox, his passive and E healing. Well, that's relevant because Aatrox and Fearless was already coming out, right? Aatrox was already coming out in Fearless as like a game 4, game 5 pick. Healing versus champions. Oh, the trading, 20% versus minions. Okay. He gets an extra 0.2% per 100 HP on champion damage healing ratio. Aatrox is already good. Aatrox is going to be at MSI. This is such a good game 3, game 4. That like maybe the priority goes up. Aatrox into tanks when we're getting like Scion games and stuff. Bro, maybe Aatrox gets more banned. E-Charm is up or down. The charm duration is down. Minus 0.2 seconds at max rank. Spirit Rush. Cooldown up. That's nice. It's the same at level 16, but early, like an extra 10 seconds, I guess. Because it's already, what? That's already like over a 2-minute cooldown. So I gotta put chat on screen. Where are you? Where do you guys keep disappearing to? Okay. Sorry, I fixed. Can you guys say something? Why is it not coming up? Oh, because of the bag. Okay. So, just quickly, we'll go through 25.12, then into 25.13. Uzi skins, your shop's back. Aatrox passive up when he was already a game 3, game 4, game 5 pick and fearless. Healing versus champions is big. That's nice. That's nice. Dude, an extra 20%, nice. Extra 0.2%, sorry, on healing ratio. Boom. Aatrox will be picked. It'll be more viable as like maybe earlier in the fearless draft. Ari getting touched in the early game. I don't know how much that really matters. Charm duration, maybe we care. But I don't know about that. Aphelios attack speed up. He was already getting talked about by Jack Spectric, and that to me raised some eyebrows. Onslaught movement speed for Severum. Okay, so he can just Q right that Q thing and spin at you. Moonshot damage. These are okay. These are nice little quality of quality life. Base attack speed as well up. Maybe Aphelios gets picked into enchanters. Base magic resistance up. Why did we give Aurora numbers? That was like the pick into Rumble top, so I'm kind of worried about that. I also think Aurora into like some of these Rise lanes, although I don't know the matchup might be okay. So I don't know about that. Azir. Bonus move speed down, attack speed per level. It's rare that they actually try and gut or hurt Azir near to pro play. He was just a good solid all-round pick, so maybe he still gets picked 0.5%. Probably doesn't mean too much. Movement speed. Don't know about that. 5 movement speed. Movement speed is a good stat. Bard gets the... That's where it went. It went from Azir to Bard. Sorry about that, guys. Sorry about that. Bard needed more. Belveth R range increase. I mean, this does not affect MSI because I don't think we're going to see Belveth. The cast range is bigger, though. I mean, that's nice for solo queue, I guess. No longer locks her out of non-flash summoner spells. Okay. Garen, maybe, as an option. This is a buff after 100 total AD, which he kind of gets naturally, no? Armor Shred now extends by an additional... Okay. Garen, I don't think we'll see at MSI. We don't have Adam. Base health down from Gwen. Good. 20 base health down. Her lane is just too solid. And she still has scaling. Her mid-game was still so strong. I feel like in pro play, Gwen, like the options for Gwen... Okay, a lot of people picked Jax, and it was good, as we're about to see in a second, but... I think Gwen had so many situations where she could just be pulled out and then just win mid-game team fights because her R would shred and her damage was just out of this world at 2 items. Maybe even 1. You know? Hallowed misses down, though, early, which is nice. Okay. He's long-held niche is scaling relentless side lane skirmisher. We want to lean into that a bit more by giving him some more bonus attack speed from his passive. Okay. We're going to get more lethal tempo Jax, you think? Because of this? I think Jungle Jax gets buffed off attack speed buffs. I don't know. That's maybe meaningful. Jax is going to be seen anyway. A lot of good responses. We have Driver. Driver loves watching Bals, so you're going to see a lot of Balsy champions from him. Driver likes Bals. What a Chad. It's Foo. Thanks for the insight, man. Callista, base health down 20. For 80 carries, that feels like more meaningful, especially for strong laners. Cooldown is up by a second on Q. Okay. I still think Callista Renata, I mean, we have BLG. We have Elkin on coming. This lane is going to happen. No matter what other teams do. LeBlanc, E damage increased. Okay. She's like good option into some of the control mages mid, right? Very niche pocket to pull out. But like when the Akalis and stuff are down, I think we get LeBlanc. Also Mimic down like 5 seconds on each rank. That could be impactful. She's a niche counter. That could be impactful. Lee Sin. Tempest down a second. Big. Slow amount. Up early, down late. Okay. Mordekaiser Q damage. What happens now? His percentage stays the same. His 0 to 45 stays the same. His plus gets 5, then 10, then 15, then 20. Okay, fair enough. Option into tanks as well. We don't have 369 coming. I would say Mordekaiser was like one of his favorites when we're getting like that mixed tank meta, and I'd put it to 369. I don't know about Korean teams, but Mordekaiser's like, I feel like he's even more niche than LeBlanc. I feel like Asian teams can pull out LeBlanc into some control mage mids. I feel like before we get this into tanks, we might get like what people might call free scaling. You know, we might still get the Gwens, the Yorick. I'm not sure that Yorick is specific to it, but like I would pull out Aatrox. If I got a Scion, I feel like they'd pull out Aatrox anytime before they'd pull out Mordekaiser. He's just immobile, and what he brings into the game, I think his value is in his ult. But yeah. You miss Lee top? I'm not sure I do. 10% on Blooming Burst. Nico has been the premier lane. Yeah, so this was the nerf people were talking about, and in EMEA Masters we saw people, even though Q came out with like a percentage increase, percentage is always worse in the late game, in the early game. She got 20 damage off her Q early. 20! 20 feels so impactful. 20 is rough. And in EMEA Masters, people stop playing this. Now, I know you're going to say, like, that's tier 2. Like, yeah, Lost Retoners stop prioritizing it. Not that I can't remember Reckless would play it as much. I think he did play it a bit. Okay, I'm just wrong. I think he played a decent amount, but, like, I prefer him on his Rakans, his Engaged. But they stopped playing it. Everyone stopped playing it. This is the Nico support lover. Yo, Jordan lover, what up, man? This is the Nico support killer, right? This is what people say. The laning phase is weaker. You play Nico for the laning phase because you can play things like Sivir. You can play these scaling 80 carries that kind of rely on 2-3 items. And Nico will be your insurance to get through the early game because bottom lane is most often defined by support, not 80 carry. That's just the truth of it. The shape splitter damage as well, and the bonus magic damage when you get that every 3 and you have low attack speed because you're playing like this proto belt support. Bro, Nico support feels rough. It just feels rough playing any Nico. Rough. So yeah, I think it might follow EMEA Masters and MSI. We just won't get as much Nico. It might be more niche. We're getting a lot more niche options, which is nice. So maybe it opens up the rest of the pool. But then again, I say that, it's just going to be, dude, Rel, Leona, Nautilus. You know I'm missing an engaged support. Rel, Alistar. Like, those are going to be the primary 4, right? If you want to do them for your pick'ems. Another Nidalee buff. Well, because they gutted her so hard with Grasp. Here's the thing. System change. We're going to talk about Grasp and why Nidalee top is gone. We want to put her power back into an AP jungle threat. They wanted to give her AP ratios. But the funny thing is, it's like, okay, her flats are the same, but the bonus AD is the same. They could have just gutted the bonus AD to get rid of top. But then they put more into AP. Rammus is irrelevant. I'm sorry. We're giving him an update. All abilities adjusted. Do I read through Rammus? Do you think Rammus is going to be seen in pro play? Like, there's a lot of stuff here to read. Am I going to read Rammus? I don't know. We're going to go past it. You can go through and read it yourself if you want it. Or you can pause what will be a video. Let's talk about Rumble. Rumble's important because his laning got gutted before. Are they doing it again? They're doing it again. I'm not wrong, right? They gutted him in a previous patch where his laning for his Q was down. Are they putting it down again? His flat damage got nerfed because it was like 70 or something, or 80. Lol wiki Rumble. Why is my nose always itchy when I talk? Rumble. Show me the past. 25.12, 25 point... Yeah, here. No, wait, that's a buff. That's the buff. That's the buff that made him OP. Maybe I'm done. Maybe I'm really dumb. Maybe this is just the... I swear it was earlier on. Oh, no, it was this. It was 14, 18. It was a while ago. Yeah, it was. Look. I'm not dumb. For once, I'm not dumb. It was from 80 to 60. From 105 to 90. This was the patch that made Rumble a much weaker laning threat because he was so weak in lane, right? And then you had Flame Spitter that they've now just buffed again. Why have they just buffed it? They're buffing him again. Why? Is an AP threat? Hello. My wife is home. 6, 6.5, 7, 7.5, 8. 10% to 8. Oh, no, they're nerfing him. Okay, I got Q damage decrease. They're nerfing him. Electro Harpoon, slow. 30%. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay, no, they're nerfing him. Sorry. I was wondering why. I thought they were buffing him at first. Enhanced slow. That's meaningful. Yeah, the Electro Harpoon slow is big. Hi. Hug. On stream. I'll show your belly. You want to see the progress? Look. Hang on.
You can't really see, can you?
Look. Yeah.
I just look big.
No, you don't. Look. Whoa.
If I push it out.
Baby. That's crazy, no? 18 weeks. Everyone's saying hi to you.
Hi.
18 weeks, chat. That's the baby. Okay, back on it. Rumble nerf. Okay, after that little detour, Rumble nerfed again. Maybe lesser option into tanks. I like this. Not that he was being Omega picked in top, but he was still getting picked, right? Maybe he just opens up room for something else. Because he just destroys any melee matchup that just doesn't have the trading power that he does. Which I think is anyone, right? I think even range matchups because of Electro Harpoon. Bro, the slow, you just walk up. Samira not going to be an MSI. I very much doubt it. Is it passive bonus movement speed, Q damage increase? Okay, no, wait. Q damage has a base on it now from level 1. You max it first, right? Maybe relevant. Movement speed, you get more. I don't know. Mega niche. Maybe as we get to game 5. Haley said, you look beautiful. She smiled and said thank you. Yoga. She did yoga. Passive Absolution. Soul drop chance per minion kill is down 4. I wonder if this changes 80k Senna again. They keep doing this. It keeps going up, then down, up, then down. Senna must be the most changed, passive ever. Senna must be the most changed passive ever. To 10%. From 10 to 8, oh, that's crit chance. From 8 to 14. I mean, she hasn't been changed for a while. System change for her. Well, armor, MR, you know. That's Q, that's not passive. Okay, maybe I'm wrong. Absolution, she kills to 8% from 2.8. Spawn rate to 2.7 from 8.3. Myth race again. Support item user increased to 28 from 4. Bro, they do change it a bit. They just can't make up their mind. They cannot make up their mind where they want Senna to be. I liked her niche as a support. I did too. So I don't know where this leaves her. I feel like the 4% is closer to that 8% again. Maybe Senna 80 carries dead. I think maybe Senna 80 carries dead. I don't know. Was 14 really enough of a percentage? Why did 6% bring her into pro play? think people just like set it because it's just such a guarantee, you know? Ellis, what's up? Still at game 5, but a Goomer wants to work a miracle. Are you talking about the Samira pick? Yeah, maybe. Shadow Dash. Okay, Shen's problem right now is his Q. The fact that this is the change is nothing. Bro, it's based on bonus HP, but like, please, his Q is the problem. His Q, when he drags it through for magic damage, if he has Grasp, you just get, like, he does all 3 autos, and you just get to half HP, no matter who you are. One of the strongest top laners. He's just so stupid right now. That's not a good nerf. Shredded Volley base MR. Sorry, Talia base MR. And powered damage, 180%. Yeah. Stack deck, 55% bonus attack speed. Twisted Fate buffs. Cooldown early, down 20 seconds from 3 minutes to 2 minutes 40. He's going to be played, isn't he? He's going to be played. Silas is getting played, though. I wonder if Silas being in a position, I haven't seen the rest of this, is going to enhance the fact that this might be a bait pick. Silas into Twisted Fate. I mean, you just match, and Silas' skirmishing power is obviously better early. So I wonder. That's nice, though. Max rank, 16, 100 seconds. Like, I mean, I think this one matters the most. Or these two, I should say. I think they matter the most. Varus base armor down when he is just one of the strongest laners. I mean, that puts him at like an equilibrium, right? So it should be meaningful. I think 80 carries would tell you that's meaningful. Vi change. Now, Freak was saying Vi mains should be maxing W, and I think the pros do. I think he's saying the pros do. So this is a percentage increase, but the flat numbers are down. I wonder how it averages out. Bonus attack speed down a bit as well. Okay. Meaningful for pro play. They're buffing E. This is not enough to max E, and also the percentage is down. The flat damage up, percentage down. Bonus damage flat is nice though. I don't know if you max E now from just the fact that the flat damage is up. It would make sense that earlier when percentages are less valuable, that is a buff if you're maxing E. We're going to get a lot of Vi in pro play regardless. Easy. Yorick. Oh, give me something good. 8 to 80%. Yeah. 110 on his ult. Mythical attack speed is down, which is good. It's not 100% of Yorick's bonus attack speed, which is also nice. Is that enough? Last rights on his Q. You're maxing this first. So you lose 5, 10, 15, 20 damage by level 9. That's impactful. I think the maiden healing is probably my biggest gripe, is like level 6 even. Bro, it just seems unkillable. So I don't know. So yeah. Zeri. Relevant. Enchanters in the meta again. 85%, 100%. That's the increase. Damage is up on Lightning Crash. That's just the crash damage, right? Chain Lightning damage is 10%. That's enough. That's, dude, what? 100 bonus AD. Yeah, 100%. I didn't even mention. Up 15% AD. Up 15 flat damage on each level. Up 10% Chain Lightning damage. This is a big buff. Wait, this is big. Wait, Zeri, Lulu, and Lulu didn't get changed at all in here. And I think Lulu is just the strongest enchant. Holy crap. No, we're in a Zeri Lulu meta and Lucian Nami's being played. We're going to get Zeri Lulu, Lucian Nami again. Zeri Lulu, Lucian Nami. Zeri Lulu, Lucian Nami. Again. We're getting Zeri. Oh. So those are the champs. Zeri's going to be... At least it's fearless. At least it's fearless. Yeah, and then Aphelios Lulu. We're going to get Milio. It's just going to happen. This is a big one. Nidalee top is dead. Grasp being 40% as effective. Like, even the Jace top feels nerfed from this. I think this is huge. Like, ranged users, the effectiveness down. Sure, you can argue it's still strong rune, but, like, It just makes it less viable. It makes it so much more less viable. Artican's spawn logic, as he currently spawns in bot lane, too often in bot lane. Okay, fair enough. Dragon, basic attacks hit on hit events. It can get hit by Thormail and Ball Kill from Rammus. They respect dodge, good. The rest is ARAM. Okay, that's 25.12. 25.13 is apparently a smaller patch. Because you got to take both in for MSI, right? Briar, no one cares. Fiddlesticks, maybe we care. Damage, 5% AP. Struggling a bit in the jungle. So his W is going to sap a little bit more. Gangplank in the meanwhile. Cost decreased. Parlay. Oh, this is relevant for pro play. Also, we have Bwippo, right? We have some Gangplank top players. Mana cost is down 5 per level. Cannon Barrage. Cooldown is down 10 per level. Nice. Quality of life plus some. That feels nice. Gangplank. Oh, yeah. Forgot. Bin. Where's my brain? This is like a game 5. This is a game 4, game 5 angle. There's a Gangplank. I see Scion games and then playing Gangplank for the free scaling. Okay. Aurelia. What happened? 10 to 25. I mean, she's not going to be played in pro play, surely, right? I don't think she's going to be played in pro play. Her passive got up. That's nice, but no, it's too volatile. Kindred's Lamb Respite down 20, 10, and then same. An exciting niche pick at MSI this year and currently have enough room to receive a buff without harming regular play. True. Is a niche pick. Impactful. Nidalee Javelin Toss. They're trying to increase the damage because they want AP Nidalee back. They want her in jungle. Distance required for damage amp. Unchanged. Okay. Nidalee jungle. There's the Rammus stuff again from the last patch. It looks like they're buffing him again because it's like, bro, they want people to play this champion. He's not coming to MSI. Rise is though. Percentages unchanged. Base damage down. Mana up. 10. 5 equal. Rune Prison, you're maxing last, aren't you? So that 10 mana lingers. I assume it's QEW max, right? Because you get amped off the E points in E. And Q flat damage is just better. It's your biggest trading tool, right? Ooh, 10 mana. Maybe less. Twisted Fate. They put it back up. Guys, we put it back up. We just here. It was just down. We put it back up. They weren't happy. They overshot our goals. Okay. Shield is 12% max. So they're really trying to make Vi less viable. But I think she'll still come in MSI. Twisted Fate, I don't know. Like, it's such a feeling thing, isn't it? 170. He wasn't really being seen anyway. Yorick armor down. Nice. And then the rest is ARAM. And the video from the Chinese league we saw was cool. All right. I think, honestly, the engaged supports are big. And now that we've done patch, as everyone's experienced, and thank you for joining me for patch. Quick note. People see the other video, which is at a tier list or pick'ems. 25.12, 25.13. 25.12 was the bigger patch. 25.13 is where we end it. And it's a very small patch for MSI. Yeah, okay. There you go.